Right now it's 6. The power of ice taking center stage in the D.C. region as lawmakers are set to vote on a funding bill today, while others plan another protest against a facility in Maryland. We're live with reaction from both sides of the debate.
I'm devastated. I can't see my daughter grow up. I can't see her graduate.
The mother of a teenager accidentally shot and killed by a friend shares her heartbreak. Now she wants justice to be served now in her daughter's death. And a potential travel headache brewing in Montgomery County, how an upcoming shutdown for Metro will impact your commute on a busy road. Your news at 6 a.m. starts now. Great to be with you here on Fox 5. And, of course, we'll stream the shows everywhere, all the time on Fox Local if you can't tune in live.
We're always with you, including Tucker and Annie Mae. Good morning, guys.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good
Tucker
morning.
got a haircut.
Oh,
Go ahead.
looks very nice,
There we
Tucker.
go.
I've been waiting for a compliment from Annie Mae for the last hour.
He walks in, he's like,
So I gave you her compliment.
Yeah, I've been
Got
waiting
it.
for it.
Times
Thank you,
two,
Marissa. All right, good morning. Let's do the forecast. Guess what? We're waking up with cloud cover. We've got temps in the 60s for the most part at 6 a.m. here, 64 degrees DCA. Dulles is 65. Guess what? More clouds and sunshine today. Another day in the mid-80s. But all in all, not a bad afternoon. Yesterday was not a bad afternoon, as we'll keep it dry for one more day. Humidity start to build tomorrow, and the shower and storm chances will be back as well. I'll have more on that in just a moment. Amy?
all right, thanks. Taking a look here, 6 o'clock. This is what it looks like for you overview-wise. Tuesday morning commute. We'll take a closer look right now at some of your majors, D.C. majors in particular, D.C. 295, and look at 50, your drive times there. But if you're headed out, that's what it looks like in those areas, in those yellow zones. Marissa, back to you.
All right, Annie Mae, thank you. Turning now to Capitol Hill, where today the House is expected to vote on a $70 billion package to fund ICE and Border Patrol.
This comes as the debate over ICE presence in parts of Maryland ramps up, including up in Hagerstown. That's where Mel is this morning ahead of an anti-ICE rally set for later this morning. Mel?
That's right. So that fight for funding for immigration enforcement definitely hitting home here in Hagerstown as opponents plan another protest against an ICE facility here, one of those warehouses across the country that the administration wants to convert into a private detention center to house up to 1,500 people. The House of Representatives does plan to vote today on that huge expansion of funding for immigration enforcement. $38 billion would go toward funding ICE, $22 billion for Border Patrol, and another $5 billion for the Department of Homeland Security. The bill narrowly cleared the Senate last week without amendments that would have added more accountability to ICE and CPB operations, such as body-worn camera requirements and reinstating an independent Office of Oversight. An amendment to ensure President Trump's anti-weaponization fund can never become a reality also failed. House Democrats plan to put up more amendments today, while Republicans are trying to hold ranks.
Democrats are going to throw up a whole bunch of roadblocks. We got to all stick together and get ICE and CBP funded.
House Democrats will be a hard no on the reckless Republican budget reconciliation bill this week.
Now, the bill also includes billions to dramatically expand ICE detention capacity. The American Immigration Council says it would grow from what had been about 45,000 beds to as many as 100,000, depending on facility construction. The proposed detention facility in Hagerstown, Maryland, is an example of the administration converting warehouses into private detention centers. It has been subject to protests and legal challenges. Now, the construction has been halted because of a Maryland lawsuit on environmental grounds. Protest is scheduled for 9 this morning.
All right, Melanie, thank you. We're hearing from the mother of a teen who was accidentally shot and killed in D.C. over the weekend. 15-year-old Journey Long was with a friend who's also 15 years old when they found an illegal unsecured gun with the serial number scratched out. They were reportedly playing with the gun when it went off at an apartment on Barnaby Street in Southeast. Journey's mother is now demanding justice for her daughter.
I'm devastated. I can't see my daughter grow up. I can't see her graduate. She can't go to college. I would never hear my daughter's adult voice. So, yes, it hurt.
The friend is not currently facing charges, but police did arrest the man who owns the apartment, 33-year-old Javon Green.
In Fairfax County, meantime, 3 women facing charges accused in a Tysons Corner shoplifting spree. Police say the suspects targeted multiple clothing stores in Tysons and in Maryfield. Detectives used surveillance images and license plate readers to arrest the trio. They recovered more than $4,500 in stolen merchandise. 18-year-old Paige Page and Beautiful Barber, both 18, were arrested, along with a 17-year-old. Police in Manassas looking at 2 suspects in the attempted kidnapping of a toddler at Dean Park in Manassas City. This is a photo of one of the suspects. Police say the suspects tried to lure the 4-year-old girl away with candy. The child's mother told police her 6-year-old daughter saw what was happening and started yelling for her mom. When police got there, they approached a man matching the description given, but the man took off on an electric bike. He was last seen on Winters Branch Trail. Search continues for the man involved in that multi-state police chase and kidnapping. His name is Christian Alvarenga. He is accused of abducting a family friend at knife point Saturday in Herndon and then taking off on the Beltway before ditching the car in Oxon Hill, Maryland. The victim was found and is safe.
Gun legislation top of mind in Montgomery County today. County council members are working to salvage a 2022 gun safety law after the Maryland Supreme Court ruled some restrictions were too broad. Maureen Ume, she will have a live report on this story ahead at 6:30. President Trump booed last night at Game 3 of the NBA Finals in New York. There were some cheers as well. Trump is the first president to attend a finals game. The Knicks lost last night and are now up 2-1. Game 4 with the Spurs is tomorrow night, also in New York.
Well, knowing New York fans, if the Knicks drop another one, they might be booing their own team after all the celebrating they did in games 1 and 2.
I'm pointing the finger.
Yeah, tough night for the Knicks. It's not going to be Knicks in 4, and I know that's been the trend online, but not going to happen this go-round. But they're still up 2-1. There's a live look down in Fredericksburg this morning. We're heading south of the district on Friday, not going all the way down to Fredericksburg, but we'll be in Lorton for our zip trip.
Can't wait.
Yeah, 95 degrees on Friday. I have that one circled on the map.
That'll be in the afternoon, so come out and see us in the morning when it's only in the 80s. So yeah,
somewhat bearable.
It will be a hot Friday for sure. Today we will not see 90s. We'll only be in the mid 80s later this afternoon. Kind of more of the same from yesterday. Generally a cloudy morning, and we'll have more clouds than sun today. Though I think we'll get some sunshine here or there. We may get some filtered sunshine later this afternoon as well. Live look, and you can see the cloud cover to start your morning. Not too bad temperature-wise. 60s at this hour, 64 at DC at Reagan National, 65 Dulles. There's your look. Satellite radar, got a little cloud cover across the area. And again, I think we'll kind of be partly to mostly cloudy later today. Mid-80s is park temperature-wise where we want to be. And today will be our last guaranteed dry day going forward for a couple days. By tomorrow, we'll have some showers and storms around, and the heat and humidity will start to build around here as the clouds in the front you see out to the west will start to arrive. So things will be changing, but today should be a dry afternoon. And yeah, some of that rain you see out to the west will start to arrive in the form of showers and storms by tomorrow. In fact, I think by tomorrow morning we'll have some showers around. Partial sunshine, dry, seasonally warm, 83 this afternoon. And before I toss it to traffic, quick reminder to get the Fox Local app. I saw somebody out in San Diego using the Fox Local app yesterday, watching us.
How did you see them in San Diego?
They sent me a picture.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
I was like, oh, were you out in San Diego yesterday?
No, I
Quick trip.
Yeah, right? QR code is right there. Download it today and make sure you get it. And there's your fan club. Karen checking in from Leesburg. And Nola and I always watch Fox 5. Can't wait to meet Tucker and Adie Mae when you come to Brambleton at the end of the month.
That's so cute. Oh, look at the little doggy. We want to meet you, too.
Oh, my goodness. I love it. All right, Nola. And Karen, we can't wait to see you guys at Brambleton. QR code, upper right-hand corner. Tanya, check it in. Me and my mom, Dot Brown, who is 80 years young. There's no chance that your mom is 80 years young. Look at how young she looks. That's amazing. Thank you, Tanya, for checking in. Scan me in the upper right-hand corner. And we want to celebrate 80-year-old moms and cute dogs and anything you want to send us.
And cute dogs.
Yeah.
And cute moms.
Cute moms.
Cute anything. We'll take a look here. 395 northbound. Not really seeing much in terms of your traffic this morning. There, you'll see about 11 minutes. In terms of your drive time, Beltway towards the 14th Street Bridge. Inbound 50, New York Avenue, starting to pick up there. Kenilworth Avenue towards the 3rd Street Tunnel should be about 14 minutes for you this morning. But nothing really out of the ordinary if you kind of typically travel at the 6 o'clock hour. DC 295 southbound, you can see what it looks like here. Kenilworth towards the 11th Street Bridge is about 11 minutes. And then we'll finally look here, I-295 northbound. Again, pretty normal here. Not really any incidents in the area. Beltway towards the 11th Street Bridge is about 8 minutes. Marissa?
Arlington police are searching for the suspect who struck and killed a pedestrian and then left the scene. The crash happened around 1:30 yesterday morning along Columbia Pike and South Thomas Street. The victim was pronounced dead at that scene. Investigators believe the driver was in a dark-colored SUV similar to the one seen on your screen.
President Trump says the 2 Army pilots who crashed in an Apache helicopter near the Strait of Hormuz are okay. The cause of that crash, though, is still unclear. Meantime, the president doubling down on optimism for a deal to end the war. Speaking with reporters last night in New York, the president said a deal could be made in, quote, 2 or 3 days. This is Iran and Israel halted strikes against each other earlier on Monday, but both sides have already threatened to resume attacks.
The death toll is climbing after a powerful 7.8 magnitude earthquake struck off southern Philippines. At least 40 people have been killed, more than 450 injured, and 4 people remain missing. Officials say Monday's quake collapsed buildings, triggered a deadly landslide, and sent tsunami waves in nearby coastal areas. Officials say it's the strongest earthquake to hit the country so far this year. A December trial date for the U.S. Army specialist accused of making big bucks off the capture of former Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Prosecutors say Master Sergeant Gannon Ken Van Dyke made $400,000 on the raid, using insider information to place 13 bets on the outcome. They claim he tried to destroy evidence after collecting the cash.
Early voting underway in the district now for the D.C. primary and special elections. The top Democratic mayoral candidates, Janice Lewis George and Kenya McDuffie, cast their ballots alongside supporters yesterday. 25 early voting centers will open each morning at 8:30 and then stay open through June 14th. The district is using ranked choice voting for the first time. Voters can list up to 5 candidates based on preference. D.C.'s primary election will be June 16th.
It is 6:10 on your this morning. Final preparations are underway for the UFC fight at the White House. We'll have the latest on that next.
Yeah, watching the weather forecast for that one, too. Potential travel headache brewing in Montgomery County. An upcoming metro shutdown will impact your drive.
And as we head to break, another reminder to come out and see us for our next Zip trip. We always love to see you out and about in your neighborhood. This Friday, we will be live in Lorton, Virginia. We're going to be at the Workhouse Arts Center beginning at 7:45 a.m. We'll be there until 11 a.m., so please come out and say hello.